What's up, everyone? It's Wolf's Games. Boom. Here we go. I cannot wait. It's the top 100 NFL free agents. I don't know what to say. This is going to be one of my favorite things that I've ever done. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be listing from 1 to 100 from NFL.com's top 100 free agents. We're going to be talking about the deals they made, and I'm going to give an overall grade based on the deal, the team fit, and how he should fare in that environment. So here we go. Top 100. We'll take about 30-40 seconds on each one of them. Y'all ready? I am. Let's get right into it. Okay, coming in at number 1 is none other than Alshon Jeffery. Alshon Jeffery got a 1-year contract from the Philadelphia Eagles for about $9.5 million with a signing bonus of $7.7 million. Now, of course, that's pretty much a sweepstakes for any team because Alshon Jeffery he's good. Now, he's had some injury problems, but overall for the Philadelphia Eagles with their needs, this is an A. Don't expect a lot of A pluses to be thrown around. This is an A for them. Now, coming in at number 2, Calais Campbell from the Arizona Cardinals. He is signing a 4-year, $60 million deal with the Jaguars. Now, this is a steep price, but Calais Campbell, like where he's at right now in his career, I think that that's probably a great price for the Jaguars, and I think this gives them an A for this, because Calais Campbell's a beast, real big dude, and he should fare really well in that division of the AFC South with all the defensive ends in there. Coming in at number 3, we have Brandon Williams from the Baltimore Ravens. He has a 5-year deal. Thank you, NFL.com. 5-year deal worth $54 million. Once again, a lot, but it is a defensive tackle, and it is for the Ravens. Now, of course, they're keeping him, and of course, that's what they need is a great defense. That's what they've been known for. Probably an A-, in my opinion. He's a great player, and I'm sure that they're extremely happy to keep him. Now coming in at number 4 is Dont'a Hightower, a player that I was really wanting to get on my Tennessee Titans. And he's ending up staying with the Patriots, signing a 4-year, $43.5 million deal with $19 million guaranteed. Now, this is a steep price, of course, like all of the top, maybe 20 will be, but he's worth it. I mean, he was really the guy that created 2 of the most important plays in 2 of the last 2 Super Bowls that the Patriots have been to. So I give this an A, not an A-. Yeah, an A. Coming in at number 5, we have A.J. Bouye, another player that I really wanted to come to the Titans, but another guy did come to the Titans that we're going to talk about later. A.J. Bouye went to the Jacksonville Jaguars also, so it's obvious that the Jaguars are trying to get that defense up and running. Now, as for him, it's a 5-year, $67.5 million deal. The Jaguars are throwing around deals, but A.J. Bouye, he's in the prime of his career, and he did get the mega contract that everyone was expecting him to get. Do I like the deal? No, I don't. And I think this will get them a B+, because I really don't think that he's worth that much, but he's definitely worth a beast of a contract. Coming in at number 6, another cornerback in Stephon Gilmore from the Buffalo Bills. Now, the Patriots, they lost a guy, but they gained a guy that might be even better, Stephon Gilmore. Now, Stephon Gilmore, he signed a deal Hurry up, NFL.com. Dang. What's wrong with this internet? And the deal is worth at least $14 million. So, really, we don't have much to work with here based on what his deal is. But Stephon Gilmore is a huge pickup for the Patriots, and he will definitely help them a lot. So Stephon Gilmore, I give it, based on the fact that I don't know what his deal is, I'm just going to give him a safe B and move on. Coming at number 7, we have Kevin Zeitler from the Cincinnati Bengals. And he goes to the Browns. He'll pair very nicely with Joe Thomas. His deal is a 5-year, $60 million contract. And what do I think about it? Well, think about all the deals that the Browns have made as we will get through them, through these top 100. They got quite a few of the top 100. I give this an A+. And just think about it here, okay? They're trying to build up a great offense and great defense with all this stuff that they're getting. They're getting number 1 picks from the first rounds getting thrown around year after year. They're building up a team, but at the same time, they're also trying to build up a monster. And I think Kevin Zeitler will definitely help with that. I mean, he's a great offensive lineman. He fits in perfectly. So, A+. I think that might be one of the only ones. Now, coming into our first player that has not been signed yet, Adrian Peterson. Adrian Peterson, definitely looking forward to seeing where he's going to go. But Adrian Peterson is probably not going to go to the Raiders. Marshawn Lynch very well may come out of retirement to go to the Raiders. He is an Oakland guy. But Adrian Peterson, I really don't know. He's 32 years old. He's already eclipsed his prime. He very well may be going into the stage in his career where he's a third down back. Now, that's not bad. Third down backs are very important, but he very well may go to a team that is running back needy, which a lot of teams are these days. So, I don't know where he's going to go. But that's all right. Here we go. Coming in at number 9 is Terrell Pryor of the Cleveland Browns, another guy that I would love to see in a Titans uniform. He was able to sign 1 year, $8 million deal with Washington, and I think for Washington this is an A. They're putting him in a do-or-die situation here to where he needs to be able to show them that he deserves a long-term contract. He's in the prime of his career, and he is just... he's a stud. I mean, going from quarterback to wide receiver and then excelling, very, very, very rare for any position move to excel. But he's done it, so I think this is good. They're putting him in a position where they do need to tell him, hey, you do good, you get the contract. So this is a very good deal. And it is an A. Coming in at number 10, we have Dontari Poe. And Dontari Poe, this is really interesting. He goes to the Atlanta Falcons. It was a 1 year, $8 million contract as well, and I believe that this will be $8 million. I mean, an A. This will definitely get him an A. Dontari Poe, a heck of a player. Will definitely help build up that Falcons defensive line with him and Vic Beasley. I believe that's his name. Coming in at number 11 is Jonathan Hankins. He is actually still available. He definitely will go to a team. I'd actually like to see him come to the Titans. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, we do need a defensive tackle. That'd be good. Coming in at number 12, we have Deshaun Jackson from the Washington Redskins. Now, Jackson signs a 3-year, $33.5 million deal, $20 million guarantees with the Buccaneers. Buccaneers, of course, needing targets for Jameis Winston, that young guy to throw to. And Buccaneers are in the same position right now as the Titans. I mean, we're very similar teams. So I think this is a A minus. Pretty good deal. And there we go. Coming in at number 13, we have Tony Jefferson. Now, Tony Jefferson is heading to the Ravens. And I believe we don't have anything about him. So, Tony Jefferson goes to the Ravens on a 4-year deal. I believe that deal is not disclosed yet on how much it's worth. But this is just one case of what the Ravens are trying to do this offseason, which I will mention later. But this is an A minus. Tony Jefferson, even better than Tyrann Mathieu, in my opinion. Better than the Honey Badger. So, that's awesome for the Ravens. I mean, I'm scared to play him this year. All right, coming in at number 14, we have TJ Lang for the Green Bay Packers. He will be going to the Detroit Lions. Now, TJ Lang, interesting player. He's good. He's a good player. Once again, another deal that has not been disclosed, not that I know of. And what do I think? B+. I mean, Lions need to kind of get in the groove because they haven't been doing as well. But you know, they're starting to build up an offensive line, which is always what you have to do good in the NFL. Coming in number 15, we have Nick Perry from the Green Bay Packers, and he will resign with the Packers. 5 years for $60 million. Now, Nick Perry, he's good. Is he worth $60 million? I don't believe so. I'm going to give it a B minus. I believe that's a too steep of a price tag. He's a very good player, but I don't believe that's what he's worth. Another Packers move for number 16, Martellus Bennett. Now, Martellus Bennett goes to the Packers on a 3-year deal worth $21 million. And this is something that could very well turn the Packers into the favorite for next season. You give Aaron Rodgers another person to throw to. He's a big guy. He's not the fastest, but he can catch. And he's big. He can block. I mean, he's pretty much all you need. All you're asking for in a tight end, but he's enough. Coming in number 17, we have Andrew Whitworth from the Cincinnati Bengals. He comes in with a 3-year, $36 million deal with the Rams. And the Rams obviously looking to up that Russian. They're looking to upgrade the blocking for Todd Gurley. This is very good. I see what they're trying to do, and I don't think it's too much because it is an offensive tackle, and I think they're getting him at a pretty good price. A minus for them. I haven't been giving grades on a couple of them. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, Andrew Whitworth going to the Rams. Coming in at number 18, we have T.J. McDonald. Interesting guy. Also a Los Angeles Ram, but he has not been signed yet. Now, where he goes, I do not know. He's really a hitting type of safety. A bit like another guy that I'll talk about later, Jonathan Cyprien. Probably a little bit more versatile than Jonathan Cyprien, but still very good. Coming in at number 19, we have Riley Reiff from the Detroit Lions, who will be going to the Vikings. And as this decides to stop working on me, because that's what this likes to do, are you kidding me? Alright, well, yeah. Riley Reiff, he's going to be going to the Vikings. And this is good for the Vikings because they're getting another good player that I'll mention later, and it should help him if y'all don't already know. Coming in at number 20, we have Zach Brown. He is still available. Now, Zach Brown is definitely one of the most underrated players this free agency period, and I don't know where he's going to go. Potential return to the Titans. Nah. Coming at number 21, we have Larry Warford for the Detroit Lions, and he is expected to sign with the New Orleans Saints. This should be good for the Saints. Get their blocking up, and maybe in the draft, who knows? The Saints could draft some linebacker or lineman, just really anybody on defense. That's what the Saints need. Coming in at number 22, we have Pierre Garçon for the Washington Redskins. He will be going to the San Francisco 49ers, and this should be very good for the 49ers because that's one of the things they need. Besides a quarterback, that is one of the things they need. Coming in at number 23, with a smile on my face, Logan Ryan. Logan Ryan is coming to my Tennessee Titans for a 3-year deal worth $30 million. Now, I don't want to sound biased or anything. I think this is an A, based on the team need and the deal. I don't think that's too much to pay for an all-star corner. I mean, he is a bit underrated. Not many people talk about him like, oh, Logan Ryan, that's a great guy right there. Nah. But most people talk about Malcolm Butler, which, yes, but, like, Titans fan. Yeah, so, A. I don't want to be too biased. All right, number 24, Alan Branch. And he comes back to the Patriots. Of course, they re-signed him. So, a 2-year contract for Mr. Branch. And that should really help the Patriots because that's their main need is some defense. Not that the defense is bad by any stretch of the imagination, but if I had to choose offense or defense to fix up a little, it would be defense. Coming in at number 25, we have Micah Hyde. One of my favorite names to say. I don't know why, just Micah Hyde. All right. Underrated guy. He's going to the Bills on a 5-year deal worth $30 million, $14 million guaranteed. The Bills' strength is their defense. They still look to improve it and become a bully. That's what they want to do. They want to bully other teams, which that's how you win in the NFL. But how do I feel about this? Probably a B- for the Bills. Which, do I think he's worth that much? Probably. He does need to prove himself a little more. So B-. Coming in at number 26, we have Chris Baker, the defensive end out of Washington Redskins. He's going to the Buccaneers. Once again, Buccaneers looking to upgrade their team very, very finely. And what do I think about this? Chris Baker. You don't hear a lot about Chris Baker. And I think you really should, because Chris Baker is a good player. He's a very good player. And I think it's a great fit for the Buccaneers. And that'll be good for him. Coming in at number 27, we have Ricky Wagner out of Baltimore Ravens. He goes to the Lions. Now, Ricky Wagner with the Lions. Yeah, it's good. Ricky Wagner, offensive tackle. Once again, the Lions trying to upgrade that offensive line. And I think that's really a good idea. Really good idea on their part. So good for them. B+. Chris Baker, I'll give you a B. Barry Church goes to the Jaguars on a 4-year deal. and Barry Church. He's very good. I like him a lot. And so the Jaguars are definitely looking for a replacement for Jonathan Cyprien, who left. They found it. All right, coming in number 29, we have Jabal Sheard coming from New England Patriots. I need to stop coming out of. Sounds like I'm talking about college. All right, so Jabal Sheard signs a 3-year deal worth $25.5 million with the Colts. And the Colts looking to upgrade their defense, as we've seen throughout this free agency period. Now, this is good for the Colts because they're looking to stop what is an up-and-coming offense just throughout the AFC South and really throughout the AFC and the NFL. I mean, offense is becoming the new thing, and defense is starting to get overshadowed. But this is good for the Colts because the type of guys they're signing is playing in their favor. I give this a B+. Coming in at number 30, we have Nick Fairley from New Orleans Saints. And he will be staying with the Saints for a 4-year, $30 million deal. Nick Fairley, one of my favorite tackles in the league. And no, I'm not a Saints fan, by the way. I like him a lot, though. This is a good deal for him. That gives them an A-. So, good job, New Orleans, so far in this free agency. Coming in number 31, we have Kenny Britt, who is going to the Browns. Kenny Britt is I had him in free agents. I had him in fantasy. He was good for the end of the season type of thing, last 5 weeks. The 4-year, $32.5 million deal is good for the Browns because they are replacing Terrell Pryor. They're definitely going to try and get a quarterback. Maybe Tony Romo will go to the Browns. Wouldn't that be funny? All right, but no, this is a good deal. I give it a B+. And here we go, number 32, Eddie Lacy. Eddie Lacy pretty much ends the chance of Marshawn Lynch going to the Seahawks because that's where he's going. A 1-year deal for $5.55 million with the Seahawks. This is good for the Seahawks. They need to get that real, just another good running back, because that's what they're all about, really, is just grinding it out with the running game. Not really recently, since they have lost Marshawn Lynch, but they're trying to bring that back, I can see. Coming in at number 33, we have Brandon Marshall. One of the big talks early in free agency was Brandon Marshall. He will go to the Giants on a 2-year, $12 million deal, and this kind of ticked me off a little because I wanted Brandon Marshall. But Brandon Marshall is he's getting up there in age, but he still is a good wide receiver. I give this an A- because of how they did it and how early they did it. They really set the tone for free agency. Coming in number 34, we have Jared Cook from the Green Bay Packers, and he goes to the Raiders on a 2-year, $12 million deal. I like Jared Cook, former Titan. I would have loved to see him come back, but, that Delaney Cook pairing will have to wait, maybe after the 2-year deal. This will give the Raiders a A- because it definitely gives the Raiders exactly what they need, another passing target for good old Derek Carr. Coming in at number 35, Jay Cutler, and I don't know why he's so far up this list. I would not put him there. And Jared Cook. He's still unsigned, and he could very well go to the Jets. I could see him going to the Jets, definitely. But he's not a starting quarterback, okay? He's solid, but Matt Barkley did better when he got injured. he was able to do better than him. So, Jay Cutler, not sure what's going to happen with him. Mike Glennon at number 36 from Tampa Bay is going to the Bears. Mike Glennon, I like this guy. I actually do like this guy. He's young. He's young. Did I just say that? Alright, so this... Sorry. This house is a... This house is crazy. Anyways, where was I? Right, Mike Glennon. So, he's very intriguing. He's young, but he's not young. He's good, but he's not good. I'm sitting a little bit too long on him, but the Bears should be able to do well with him, giving him new targets. Of course, replacing Alshon Jeffrey with Brandon Marshall. So, what do I think about this? B minus. B minus. I don't think that this was the greatest deal, but it was a good deal. Alright, number 37, Michael Floyd. He is still up there on the free agency list. He's probably going back to New England. I can definitely see him going back to New England. And really, I couldn't see him going anywhere else. So, Michael Floyd, you're going back to New England. Actually, that's just what I think. Benny Logan, at 38 for the Philadelphia Eagles, is signing a one-year contract with the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, this is good for Kansas City. This is pretty much what they need, is a replacement for good old Dontari Poe. So, this one-year contract is good. I give it a B. So, number 39, Brian Minter. Kevin Minter from the Arizona Cardinals. Linebacker. Still there. I don't know much about him, really. If I have to be brutally honest, I don't know much about him. He's up there. You know, anyone who needs a linebacker, I guess. Saints. I say Saints a lot because that's one of their top needs is just defense. So, yeah. It'll be interesting to see where Kevin Minter goes just because I don't know much about him. I like that. Number 40, Prince Amukamara for the Jacksonville Jaguars is going to the Bears on a one-year deal. Bears also looking to upgrade on their defense. This is good. Probably B minus. So, he's alright. Coming in number 41, Torrey Smith for the San Francisco 49ers. He is going to the Eagles for a 3-year, $15 million deal. And Torrey Smith, 28 years old. He's interesting. And he's fast. But that's his problem. He's fast. Just fast. He doesn't have the greatest catching ability, but, you know, if he can maybe develop just a little bit, just work on those hands, he'd definitely be a good complementary second wide receiver. Coming in number 42, a guy who is still up there, Jamal Charles. Now, Jamal Charles, 30 years old. He's good, of course. I mean, he's fast, but he's been battling just knee injuries, and that's one of the worst things that you can get as a running back. Do I see teams paying a steep price for him? No. A one-year contract, yes. 43, Dre Kirkpatrick, staying in Cincinnati. I mean, Kirkpatrick really a C plus for the Bengals. He's he's all right. He's not the greatest. He's not the worst. He's just meh, if I have to say. Morris Claiborne, 44. 1 year, $5 million deal to the Jets. Morris Claiborne. It's all right. I like him. B minus for the Jets because they are giving him a chance, but a 1 year deal. So good for the Jets. Coming in number 45. The smile on my face again. Jonathan Cyprien. From one AFC South team to another, to the Jaguars, to my Titans. I like this guy. Mostly because I could see him playing more than his position. He isn't going to save your secondary. That's Logan Ryan's job, really. But Cyprien will definitely be the guy who can really get in there and get things done. He's a run-stopping, definitely more of a run-stopping safety, and he hits hard. So, Cyprien, he's doing good. He'll do good on the Titans for what we're trying to do. Coming in at number 46, we have Russell Okung from the Denver Broncos, offensive tackle. 4-year, $53 million deal with the Chargers. And again, another team that's trying to upgrade on the line is the Chargers. They want to get more people to help out. They want to get more people to help out. Melvin Gordon was a good running back. So probably a B plus, just because of the situation. Number 47, and this is something that I loved, is Julius Peppers. Now, Julius Peppers, going back to the Carolina Panthers, can he recreate what he did when he was back in Carolina? Maybe he'll come back and be a pro. I don't know. Number 48, Ronald Leary. Another guard, this time from the Dallas Cowboys. 4-year deal, $36 million with the Broncos. Now, the Broncos are very interesting. The next guy we're not going to talk about is a bit surprising, but I like this deal, B minus. Mostly because I want to get on to this one. 49, number 49, DeMarcus Ware. And he's not much a free agent anymore, is he? Nah. Our only retirement, Marcus Ware. Incredible career. And this retirement is probably at the greatest time for him. So, good for him. I mean, he's had a great career. And he's been very dominant. And that's what you need in a linebacker. Here we go, guys. We're halfway there. Number 50. And why not? Let's just get right into it. Here we go. Number 50, Jared Odrick. He is still there. So he probably will go back to the Jaguars, I presume. He's pretty good. He did have an elbow injury in 2016, which did affect him, but he's a good defensive end. Kind of underrated. But yeah, he's good. Coming in at number 51, Lawrence Timmons. For the Pittsburgh Steelers, now going to the Dolphins on a 2-year, $12 million deal. And Lawrence Timmons, I like this guy a lot. Ryan Shazier kind of overshadows him in the linebacking department. But deservingly so. I mean, it's Ryan Shazier. Lawrence Timmons. this is what the Dolphins need to really get over the hump. I mean, they are kind of on the edge right now because they did go to the playoffs, but they didn't really do anything. I mean, they made it, and that's what they did. So this is good for the Dolphins. Definitely a B plus because that is exactly what they need. They went right after him, paid him a good price, and got the job done. Coming in at number 52, Latavius Murray for the Oakland Raiders is going to the Minnesota Vikings to end all hopes of a Adrian Peterson comeback and opens the doors for a Marshawn Lynch comeback. Now this deal does a lot more than people would think, and first of all, the Vikings, this is exactly what they need. So, I mean, it's great. It's just a great deal. A, definitely an A, and that's probably the last A we'll see out of this entire thing. So, good job for the Oakland Raiders. Coming in at number 53 of Kenny Stills, now a Miami Dolphin, staying in Miami for a 4-year, $32 million contract. I give this a B+. There's not much really to say. I mean, Kenny Stills, he's good. And that's the reason he's getting a B+, is because of how he was with... Yeah. So, coming in number 54, we have Brandon Carr, and I think he should be higher on this list because he really proved everyone wrong. The Cowboys wanted to replace him. He said, nah. Anyways, he's going to the Ravens, surprisingly. Yeah, this is just another case of the Ravens trying to upgrade that defense back into the beast that it was when they had Champ Bailey, Ray Lewis, people like that. And this is going to do very well for them. So I give this an A- because they're really, really trying to do exactly what they've been trying to do. And they're doing it really well. So, I mean, with this draft, who knows? Maybe they'll get one of the top, maybe they'll trade up, get one of the top defensive people, like Reuben Foster. I don't know. That's just a thought. Lawrence Guy. What a last name. Defensive end from Baltimore is going to the Patriots. Man, the Patriots piss people off. 4-year deal worth up to $20 million. And Lawrence Guy, he's just a solid guy. No. Yeah, B-. That's really what I can say about that. Alright, now 56, LeGarrette Blount, New England Patriots. He is still on the board, as well as the next one. Alright, so him and Mario Williams, I'm just going to pair him together, 56 and 57, LeGarrette Blount and Mario Williams. Both people, reason I'm saying them both, is because I believe they'll both go back to their teams. LeGarrette Blount back to the Patriots, Mario Williams back to the Dolphins. And the reason I think this is because they fit with their team. And they get the job done. So, yeah, that's just my thought. Coming in number 58, we have Chance Warmack from my Tennessee Titans going to the Eagles. Why do you go to our rivals? I don't know. Ugh, whatever. Man, Chance Warmack was part of our really, like, I don't know what happened, but our offensive line really stepped it up this year. We're just going to have to find a replacement for him, I guess. I mean, the rest of our people are still there. So, you know, who knows? Next guy also from Tennessee, Kendall Wright, going to the Bears on a 1-year, $4 million deal. My bad. Chance Warmack, I give that a B-. Kendall Wright, I'll give a B. Because he's going to go to the Bears on a 1-year, $4 million deal, and I believe that's exactly what he needs. Just 1 year to prove that he can really get it done. So yeah, number 60, Dwight Freeney from the Atlanta Falcons. I think he's staying. Why not, right? I mean, Dwight Freeney, he's an all-star. He's a legend. I mean, it's Dwight Freeney. Why not try and keep him? But, yeah, so Atlanta Falcons should probably keep him. That's what I would do. He's still available, so who knows? Maybe he'll go to the Raiders or something. I don't know. I'm just thinking. All right, number 61, Jack Doyle staying in Indianapolis on a 3-year deal. This is good. Exactly what the Colts need. B. All right, let's just move past that because that's easy. Matt Khalil for the Minnesota Vikings is at number 62. He will be joining his brother Ryan Khalil in Carolina. This is perfect. Okay? Perfect. B, no, A minus. A minus, definitely. So, yeah. Matt Khalil, he should do good in Carolina. Coming in at number 63, we have Bradley McDougald. Sorry if I just butchered your name, but yeah. He's interesting. And I don't think he's going to stay in the Bucs, though. So, wherever he goes, he should maybe not excel, but he'll still do good. Coming in number 64, John Simon from the Houston Texans, and he's staying in the AFC South and going to the Colts on a 3-year deal. This should be good for the Colts. This is definitely a B, just because of what the Colts are trying to do this offseason. It's good. Number 65, Cordarrelle Patterson from the Minnesota Vikings, going to the Raiders. Now, another case of the Raiders getting Derek Carr passing targets. This is good. I mean, I like Cordarrelle Patterson. I believe he is, I believe he's kind of underrated. Just pretty much by everybody, but yeah. Cordarrelle Patterson, he's good. Coming in at number 66, Nick Mangold. 33 years old. Still on the market for anyone that needs a center. I mean, Nick Mangold's there. I mean, he's good. But is he going to be good for a long time? He doesn't have much longer to go. I mean, he only really has, like, at max, 5 years in him. He probably won't even last that long. But he's a solid center and should find a good team. Now, Kelvin Beachum, number 67, signing with the Jets. Not much I know about Kelvin Beachum. I'll just give it a B. Why not? And I'm not going to spend too long on that because I don't know much about him. Andre Branch is a guy I do know about. He pretty much outplayed Mario Williams, and he's going back to Miami. So, I don't know. I don't know about this one. Now, for the Miami to keep them, that's good. I'll just give it a B minus. Alright, number 69, Dayton Jones for the Green Bay Packers is going to the Vikings. And this is a good signing for the Vikings because I feel like that is a position of need. They have Anthony Barr, and they need someone to play alongside Anthony Barr to get the job done. Coming in at number 70, my mistake. I will give it a B. Coming in at number 70, we have J.C. Tretter going to the Browns. Now, the Browns, once again, building up that offensive line. And, yes, this guy's a center. He's pretty good. And this should play in favor for the Browns. This is a B signing. I'll give it a B. And who knows? Maybe the Browns' offensive line will turn into a beast. Like out of nowhere, kind of like the Titans. Number 71, Lorenzo Alexander for the Buffalo Bills is going back to Buffalo. And this is good for Buffalo. Lorenzo Alexander is a good player. And he's the oldest player ever to record his first 10-sack season. I'm getting some of this stuff from NFL.com as I read off the list. This is good. I mean, he's a good player. He's old, yes, but he's good. He's like a fine wine, like Delaney Walker. All right, number 72, Rex Burkhead, going to the Patriots. So forget what I said about the Patriots keeping that other guy. Boom, they found him. Rex Burkhead. I mean, he's more of a receiving guy, which should play right into the hands of the Patriots because that's what they're really all about. Yeah, good signing. B-. Number 73, Brian Hoyer. He signed with the 49ers. They needed a quarterback. C+. They should just really draft a quarterback. I don't care if they're that high. They just need to draft a guy. It's a C+. I don't even think it deserves that much. I don't like Brian Hoyer at all. I don't think he's good. I mean, he's just meh. Coming in number 74, Robert Woods from the Buffalo Bills. He's alright. He's going to the Rams, and maybe he'll be able to not get as many injuries. So, who knows? Rams really taking a risk right there. I'll give it a C+ because it is a really major risk. He's been injury plagued. Coming in number 75, someone who is still on the board, just like 76 and 77, I believe. Nope, forget 77. But yes, 75 and 76, I'll just say together, are Ryan Clady and Colin Kaepernick. I don't even want to talk about Colin Kaepernick. I don't even think he's going to get a team. That's just me. But yeah, Kaepernick, I don't even think he's going to get a team, really. He's a backup. I mean, he's not good anymore, y'all. He's a one-hit wonder. Then he decided to just take a seat on the bench. I mean, that's literally what he did. He's like, I'm done, and benched himself. Yeah, that happened. But he did get a chance for us to start, and he did good for a couple games. I didn't want to put him on my fantasy team. I had to, though. I ended up having to because he's the only guy I could have got that 1 week, and he got 1 point on my fantasy team. 1 point. Safe to say I lost that week. Ryan Clady for the New York Jets. Offensive tackle. I don't really know what to say about this guy. I mean, just plagued with injuries. He will find a team. I cannot say he'll be starting. He'll definitely be a right tackle. No one's signing him for a left tackle job. They're all going to sign him for a right tackle job. That's what's going to happen with him. Coming in number 78, Danny Woodhead going to the Ravens. This is what the Ravens need, is another good running back. Not Ray Rice. One that's not Ray Rice, please. Let's just forget Ray Rice even happened. Danny Woodhead going to the Ravens for a 3-year deal. This will be good for him. It'll be good. I think it's a solid running back. And, yeah, so I'll give this a I'll give it a C+, B-. A guy that's not off the board yet, Ryan Fitzpatrick at number 79. I don't really know what he's going to do. Fitzpatrick could be a starter someday. He was a starter for Texans. He could go back to the Texans. Hey, y'all need a quarterback. Get Fitzmagic. No. Ryan Fitzpatrick probably going to go back to the Jets and be just a backup. That's my thought process right there. Just Ryan Fitzpatrick's gone. I mean, Ryan Fitzpatrick stays. Coming in number 80, DJ Swearinger, and I really don't know about this guy. 3-year, $4.5 million deal for with the Redskins. Probably going to end up not even starting, but maybe he will. I don't know. But the Redskins do sign him. I don't know what to say about that guy. Really, it's a C plus. Big risk taking him and starting him, because that's probably what they're going to end up doing. I don't know. Coming at number 81, DJ Fluker, and he will be going to the Giants for a 1-year deal. Yeah, I don't know really what to say about this, because the Giants do need themselves a good offensive line, and they're just trying to build it. So I mean, just good job. Good job. Number 82, Jaleel Adai. Going to the Chargers. I mean, staying with the Chargers. And this is good because there aren't many draft picks that are good safeties. There aren't many quality free agents that are safeties. So, Jaleel Adai, one of the better choices for the Chargers, is just to resign him, and that's what they did. Good job for them. Coming in at number 83, Adai, you are a B. You're a B. Now coming in at number 83, we have Nolan Ryan, the Philadelphia Eagles cornerback, and he's going to the Cowboys. He's kind of filling in for those lost spots. He's not as good as them, but he's definitely a good pick. B- for the Cowboys. Coming at number 84 is Eric Walden, Indianapolis Colts linebacker, and he's still available. Yeah, he should come back to the Colts, probably, definitely. 85, Captain Munnerlyn. I like this guy, actually. And he'll be going to Carolina, where he actually started his career. So, Munnerlyn, good player, in my opinion. Probably a B- for Carolina. 86, Geno Smith. And, yeah. He's going to the Giants. I don't really see, he's not starting. They have Eli, so this is just them trying to add depth. So, C+. Number 87, Brandon LaFell. He'll be staying with the Bengals. I like this guy. And yeah, pretty good for the Bengals. B+ actually for him, because yeah, I like Brandon LaFell. Number 88, Vernon Davis, Washington Redskins tight end. He's getting up there, but he still does the job. He resigns with the Redskins. This is a B. 3-year, $15 million deal. Christine Michael at number 89. Still on the board. And I believe DeAngelo Williams is too. Yes. And Devin Taylor. Alright. The next 3 people are all unsigned. Christine Michael, DeAngelo Williams, and Devin Taylor. Let's start off with the 2 running backs, DeAngelo and Christine. Now, the problem with them is there are better running backs than them. But they're good running backs. I believe Christine Michael from the Green Bay Packers will find less market value than DeAngelo Williams will. DeAngelo Williams, what do I think about him? He could go... If he goes to the right team, he'll definitely be one of the best. I sound like an idiot right there. He'll definitely be a good starting running back. And, that's kind of what he's there for, is to be a starter. I mean, he's not going to be a starter in Pittsburgh because they already have Le'Veon. Number 91 was Devin Taylor. He has no contract yet. I don't know what to say about this guy. There are tons of defensive ends on this board. And it seems like in this day and age that every single team has some kind of defensive lineman that is good. Now the Giants, maybe, they have JPP, yes, but pair Devin Taylor up with them and that'd be good. So who knows, maybe a move there for the Giants. Number 92, yes, we are in the home stretch of this thing, only 8 more to go. Here we go, Malcolm Smith from the Oakland Raiders is going to the 49ers. Once again, 49ers trying to up their defense. And this is a good deal because Malcolm Smith is actually pretty good. So, yeah, B minus. Coming at number 3, 93 that is, Terrell McClain. He'll be going to Washington for a 4-year contract. It'll be good for him because Terrell McClain is actually not that bad. It'll be a C+, yes, just because he isn't all that great. But he's average. Number 94, Nickel Roby-Coleman from the Buffalo Bills. Probably going to stay where he is because he doesn't have a contract yet, but I think he'll stay where he is. Number 95, Carl Klug. He's coming back to Tennessee, and he should start. He'll be our left end, as we have Jarrell Casey as our right end. Our defensive tackle needs to be upgraded, definitely. I don't like our defensive tackle situation, but I do like Carl Klug. 96, Ted Ginn going to the Vikings, to the Saints. Now the Saints really, what are you going to use him as? Pretty much all you're going to use him as is kick returner. He drops a lot of passes. And that's really all that I have to say about him. He doesn't amaze you with his performance, but he does get the job done. Sometimes it's a letdown. Number 97, Chris Long out of New England. Still up there on the list. And I don't really see him finding much market value. Along with number 98, who is Jairus Byrd. Now these two, just based on the fact that there are a couple good guys in the draft, but not really. Like, there really aren't many good safeties, so Jairus Byrd might actually be able to find some market value. Now New England probably should keep him, though. Chris Long, I don't know what to say about him. He's just meh. Last two, y'all. This is the last two. Here we go. Number 99, Antoine Bethea. 33 years old. He's going to the Cardinals, trying to replace TJ, Tony Jefferson. This is a B. Just because I like Antoine Bethea. Bethea? No, it's Bethea. No. Lastly, number 100. We made it, y'all. We made it. It has been a ride. Here we go. Number 100. From the Indianapolis Colts. Going back to the Indianapolis Colts. Darius Butler. He's alright. Really, he's a B minus. Why not? 101. I don't know. Marcus Hunt going to the Colts also. He's a defensive end. Hooray. Man, it has been a ride. Alright. I don't think this video has been as long as I thought it would. Let me check. No, it's definitely been long. It's definitely been a long video. Yeah. Dang. if y'all want me to do one of these again, just please hit the like button, subscribe. I did a lot of work on this, and I'm happy. It's an hour-long video, yes, but it has been so worth it. Tomorrow, I'll be doing a video all about my Tennessee Titans, and I know he's a bust. It's Jake Locker, but you know. Man, I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you made it this far, definitely leave a like and comment about it. So, alright y'all, I'll see y'all later. Peace. Man, it has been a good video. Awesome.